What's up, mamas? My name is Maggie Schott, a team member here at BeauGen. Welcome to Express Yourself. This is the YouTube channel where we share tips, tricks, and all things helpful on your mommying journey. In this video, we're going to be tackling a very popular baby trend, baby-led weaning. What is it? When can you implement it with your baby? How do you do it? These are all questions that we're going to get to, so make sure that you stick around for this entire video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel as well so that you don't miss upcoming content like this one. As I said, baby-led weaning is growing in popularity. It is a method of teaching your baby to feed themselves while also introducing them to new foods like solids. So if you are practicing full baby-led weaning, there is very little to no spoon feeding where you are gathering up the food and actually spooning it into your child's mouth. If this is a new concept or you're worried about how to do it, it sounds like there might be some choking hazards involved. There is a correct time in which you should and should not be introducing baby-led weaning. Moms who are practicing or planning to practice baby-led weaning should focus on milk as baby's main source of nutrition all the way up until at least 6 months of age. So around 6 months of age, your baby has the head control to sit up in a chair on their own. They also have a little bit more of those fine motor skills where they can grasp at food and put it into their mouths. They also generally are starting to develop some teeth where they can at least chew and mash up food a little bit more easily, so you're not worried about choking. Another great key indicator that your baby might be ready to start feeding themselves or to start trying this feeding method is when your baby starts to show interest in what you're eating. They may reach for the foods that you're eating or reach for you as you're eating them. Another key developmental factor in baby-led weaning is that your baby is old enough that it's gotten over the tongue thrust reflex. So young babies, have a natural reflex of trying to push items out of their mouth via their tongue. Obviously, as it sounds, this gets in the way of trying to teach your baby how to eat new foods. So you want to wait until your baby is able to put something in their mouth, able to start chewing that food and then swallowing it independently. That being said, you still want to make sure that the foods you start off with are soft enough that they're safe for your baby to chew. So foods like steamed vegetables. You can also try small pieces of toast or breaded fish, cut up chicken tenders. These things that babies cannot just only grasp, but also put in their mouth and chew easily. You can do things like roll an avocado in oats and then cut it up and have them be able to feed themselves these foods. So some key factors of baby-led weaning or why it's so popular. A, it helps babies become a part of mealtime. They're encouraged to participate in feeding themselves, and mealtime becomes this just time when family sits around and interacts with each other rather than, we're focusing on just feeding baby and me doing this for baby. Babies are able to decide how fast they want to eat and how much they want to eat rather than us trying to figure out, these ratios and maybe feeding baby too much or too quickly. It's also fun for babies. They get to explore new textures and tastes on their own, and it just makes them feel like they're more independent and can start making more choices. This will not, especially in the very beginning when you start out on this road, replace your baby's milk. So this is breast milk or formula as their main source of nutrition. These foods are experimental, they're meant to be fun, but in terms of well-rounded nutrition, you still want to make sure that baby is relying on that primary food source. As the name suggests, weaning is a gradual process. You're not going cold turkey and you're not doing this rapidly over a few months. This is a new journey that you and your baby are embarking on together, and it's going to be fun for both of you. Part of any new process is a little bit of trial and error. One thing you want to pay attention to is the difference between a little bit of gagging and choking. Choking is obviously something we want to avoid, but gagging is something that might happen at least in the initial stages of baby-led weaning, where baby is learning to swallow something other than a pure liquid. So don't be too scared if your baby starts making a few noises as they start to try new foods and just learn that swallowing reflex in a different way. Another reason that baby-led weaning is growing in popularity is that you don't have to make any special shopping trips or order special foods in. Yes, some moms will prefer to get a meal subscription or other things, but you don't have to. The cool thing about baby-led weaning is depending on what you're eating and whether, how hard it is and whether it's safe, your baby can start to share in the same meals in which you're eating. So from, small bites of pasta to different rices, like the whole foods that babies can, start to grab and play with and eat. So they actually feel involved in mealtime. You're teaching your child to be independent. Now, sometimes this can be a little bit harder, especially depending on what your table setup is like and how easy it is to clean the area around your baby. So learning new things, there are bound to be a few mishaps. Baby might drop some things. Sometimes they'll get a little angry or frustrated and, chuck a piece here or there or whatever you might have. So the bigger the bib, the better. Sometimes they make you can get the full bibs that cover their arms and also have the pouch that goes down into their high chair to catch everything as they miss their mouth initially. You may like to put a mat down or something underneath the high chair if it's an independent chair away from the table, just to catch anything so that it doesn't stain carpet or things like that. This is really something that you're going to make personal for your family. So you can lean on tips and tricks that other people have done, but ultimately this is your family's new adventure, and you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't work together. And it's part of the fun. We hope you enjoyed this video on baby-led weaning. If you have questions or different tips, what are your favorite foods to try that your baby loves to explore with? Drop them in the comments below this video. We love to connect with you and get to know you more. And make sure you stick around for more from BeauGen. Thanks, mamas, and we'll see you in the next video.